Hey guys, welcome back to your little channel, Limitless Living. I am Coach Dana. Thank you guys ever so much for being here. Special shout out to all my Patreon peeps. You guys are amazing. If anybody is interested in dollar readings, they are available on my Patreon. This is a viewer's request. What can I expect in life and love? That's 10 days to be exact. Now, also keep in mind that this is timeless energy, guys. So, whenever this message hits you is the time that you were supposed to hear it, okay? If you are new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you would like to join me on all of my other social media platforms, you can find those links in the description box below. We have a pretty awesome Facebook group as well. Now, I do have 3 piles for you guys to choose from, of course. Your timestamps, your ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel. All of that information is in your description box. Now, as usual, listen to your intuition. You can pause the video if you need to. Take your time, and I will see you guys at your pile.
All right, pile number 1. So let's dive into this beautiful, beautiful spread. I am so, this card, this Nine of Pentacles has hit me in a way that I was not expecting, okay? So if we're looking at the next 10 days and what to expect in life and love, really what this is telling me is that I don't think I think you gain some kind of clarity in this energy. Let's start off there, okay? Because I feel very clear. I think you are. It's like I'm hearing that song in my head. I don't want no scrubs. That song. I just really get the feeling that you are putting yourself in a position where you're not settling for anything less than out of anybody, okay? Now, this can tie into a romantic situation. Maybe you have been waiting on somebody to come forward, to come and talk to you. I also do get the feeling that this is tying into your finances, okay? Maybe you have been out there, putting in job applications or taking your career into a new direction here. I'm kind of gathering here, but nonetheless, it's about you becoming more independent. I think you're just coming into a space of that realization that you don't need anybody else to make it in this world. You don't want to just have anybody on your side. You want the right kind of person on your side here is really the most intense part of this energy for me, okay? So I think you take some kind of step back and you stand in your authority, okay? You stand in your authority, and I just feel like you're so strong in this energy. It's like you gain some kind of inner strength. And this is just coming off this Nine of Earth, which is normally not even close to, the traditional meaning of the Nine of Earth. But this is like, I want my finances in check, and I can do this by myself. I don't really need people that are just going to weigh me down or take advantage of me. Like, here you are standing in your worth here, in this Emperor's energy, masculine or feminine. Here you are, just getting back. It's like you're taking control of what has been happening in your life here. Okay, you're taking control. In these two energies back here, we're talking about the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. It's like, I don't know, you realize that things are bumpy. That things in a connection have probably been kind of bumpy, or you've been taken advantage of, or something. Like somebody has been just maybe coming around for all the wrong reasons. Maybe it's just for money, just for, a good time or something like that. But to you, I just think that you're realizing that this is not a serious commitment here, okay? You guys are out of alignment with each other. And again, this is like the clarity. I think you're walking into this big, I don't want to say cloud because clouds are dusty, but like you're walking into such clarity around your situation here, okay? And you take a step back and you're like, you know what? This has been nuts. I don't have to have this person doing me this way, or maybe this is you realize that you're not being paid your worth at a job too, because normally the Ten of Pentacles is like everything's happy at the home. Things are fine. You have enough money in the bank. You have enough. Enough of everything. But I just, and this is really tying deeply into career and finances. Okay, so like I was saying, um, you just hit some kind of clarity here because it's like I'm tired of the way things have been going here, and here you are stepping back into your power here. Okay, I don't get the feeling though that with so much strength just coming off of this image, I just feel like you're not putting up with it anymore. You're really stepping into your power. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. If you can't come at me correctly, and if you can't, I don't know, maybe you've been waiting for your person to get their finances together, or get off their butts and get a job here or something like that. You know, I think at some point in this energy, you just kind of hit this moment of like, you know what, I could do better. I deserve better. I know my worth. I respect myself a whole lot more here in these two energies alone. Okay, so we talk about the Emperor being in control of their lives, their situations, but this is also a man who's ready to marry. This is a man who has their life together. Okay, so maybe it is, if you are trying to, um, maybe I feel like two different things could be happening here. You're waiting on somebody to get their life together here. The unfinished symphony is kind of giving me that vibe, but maybe I think that you are also just in a position, or you're about to be in a position where you are like, okay, I'm really wanting to be with somebody who has their life together, who has their career in check, their money in check, they have goals, they have dreams, they have aspirations, and together we can build a life together. I feel like in this energy, perhaps you have been carrying the weight of a lot of other people or a certain person in your life, but here you are coming in the next couple of days with that understanding of like, I'd rather be alone, standing independently by myself, than putting up with poor behavior. You feel me? Okay? Um, but nonetheless, this is giving me a very good vibe, because the universe is saying to you in this energy, like, you deserve so much more than what you have. You deserve so much more than what you've been shown, what you've been given. This poor behavior from other people is less than, and you deserve the best. You deserve to have it all, because I've seen what you've been doing, this inner work. I feel like there's been a lot of inner work here too. Okay, um, self-sufficient comes out of that Nine of Pentacles. You are working on the inside, and I think you are realizing that you are whole and full and complete as you are. You're just looking for somebody to share your life with. You're not looking for somebody to make you whole, full, and complete. You have to be this on your own before you can invite somebody into your life. Otherwise, you start to continue to attract those lower vibrational people into your life, and you don't want that in your life. You want the best in life, and I think that you've realized this. You have realized that. Okay, you deserve the best. Okay, but it's just, I just really, in this energy in the next couple days for you, I'm really getting this this vibe of like clarity. Clarity is the key word coming out of here. I have so much clarity. I have so much clarity in this, and I'm feeling more inspired than ever, and I'm feeling more creative, and as I hold this, I'm hearing no longer putting my life on hold for other people, which is not normal to come out of this kind of card. But you're no longer putting your life on hold for other people to get their things, their life together. You know, you want to make sure that you're not putting away your favorite things in life. Like, stop hanging out with your friends. Maybe some of you love art and you paint, or you're doing something creative on a daily basis. Um, I, I just don't want anybody to put their favorite things in life to the side, or put anything in their life on hold while they wait for somebody from the past to get their life together. Okay, it's time to grow up. It's time to be a mature, responsible adult, and most of us are at that age where it's now or never. Okay, if you're not gonna grow up by now, then chances are you'll never grow up. You know what I mean? And it's like it's like you're saying, I'm not putting my life on hold for you anymore. I have better things to do. I've been sacrificing my happiness. I've been doing just a lot of sacrificing. Okay, but moving forward, I think you just realize that I got to get back into my groove again. I have to get back into doing the things that I love to do. And maybe there is some kind of creative thing that you put to the side, and you decide to pick it back up here. Okay, maybe it is about, just simply just I don't know. I see like a group of people, like you stopped hanging out with some of your friends, just to kind of like, well, what if he calls? Or what if he wants to go out and I'm with you guys? I can't, it's like something is happening in this energy for me, where it's like, you know what? I need to go out. I need to have fun. I want to be inspired. I want to be creative. I want to just love life. And I'm not putting anything on hold for you anymore. So I think this is what you're realizing. I think this is what what is happening. I'm drawn back into this moon here. This moon is telling me a little bit of a story where um, just things are you're becoming a little more aware consciously. There's been things in the subconscious mind that you probably have tucked away or possibly ignored. But I just get this overwhelming feeling like you're getting so honest and so clear with yourself that it's mature time. It's like I have to see this in a different kind of way. I need somebody that's mature. I also feel like if you have been putting the vibe out there that you want a new career or a way to build up your finances or something like this here, some of this may have been feeling stagnant, or like it's not been going anywhere too, in these two energies. Like you've been, I don't know, feeling a little like maybe you're not feeling like you have enough money for something here, or working independently, entrepreneur kind of a vibe I'm getting from these three energies. The universe has heard you, and I think the universe has slowed this energy down just a little bit, so that you have the opportunity to get extremely clear as to what you want moving forward. um the universe, I feel like you have probably been uh, like maybe that feeling of like you're going down the wrong path sometimes, and you keep running into walls or blockages or something like that here. But I really feel that the universe has been bumping you into the right direction, where you're going to have better opportunities in the long term. Not like it's not the universe is lining this up for you in a long-term kind of way. Okay, we don't want the short-term happiness. We're looking at the long-term happiness. And I really feel like you're being bumped and moved and shifted, and it's draining you and it's making you tired, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I give up. Maybe I just don't deserve it. You're falling into a lack mindset here. But I'm telling you that here in the next couple of days, you're going to start to see why things are unfolding the way they are. But it is simply just to bump you into a path that's going to be more fulfilling for you in a long term kind of way, where you're going to have, like I said, better opportunities with making better money here and better relationships here. Okay. This is a matter of trust here, and here is something that I was reminded of like 2 weeks ago. Okay, I have moments like this too, guys. Okay, I'm not immune to any of this, anything in life. I'm not immune, but I do have tools and techniques. I am a coach, and I practice what I preach. So here here in this trust energy, what I'm really gathering here is the idea that it's taking me back a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, I heard the universe say to me, I have a plan, do you trust me? And I was like, well, yeah, I trust you. And then I was like, but what am I getting so upset up for? What am I getting so worked up for? Why are you coming undone here? If you trust the universe, you have nothing to worry about, you know? So kind of do a trust fall into the universe at this time. Just know that things are unfolding exactly the way they're meant to unfold for you. And again, reminding yourself that the universe has this plan. It's just a matter of us trusting that plan, even though things are not looking so great at the moment. Okay, we want to remind ourselves that this is a long-term happiness. Okay, we don't want that short-term happiness. We want to look at things in the bigger picture here. Okay, so you know, the next 10 days are going to be about you listening to yourself, observing, getting honest, and getting clear. Okay, and I think this is gonna kind of hit you very unnaturally here. I think it's really interesting that this is the 10 of Pentacles and the 10, so we have 10-10, which is really kind of saying, because we're only looking 10 days into the future. Okay, and this is timeless energy, but I think it's really interesting that those two tens are kind of sealing in this reading. It's kind of holding these energies very condensed right now. So I hope that makes sense what I'm saying here. But you let me know in the comments below, is this more finances for you, or is this about you becoming Miss Independent, Mr. Independent? Yeah, just let me know, because I love to read all the comments down there. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I love you guys bunches. See you next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. So what can you expect in life and love in the next couple of days, next 10 days, okay? This kind of happened in pile number 1, but 10 is, the wheel is 10, so that's kind of cool. We have 2 10s in pile number 1. So anyways, the wheel, okay. So a lot of this is we're closing out lots of karmic cycles here. Maybe this is with somebody that maybe, I'm getting the feeling that you have been waiting on. You might have been in a relationship with, and this is also tying into the idea that you are just wanting to move onto maybe a new job, a new person, a new state, a new country. You're just moving mentally, emotionally, physically on from something that has been closed out here, okay? And I can feel the disappointment. I can feel the exhaustion. We're very exhausted in this energy back here. If my camera would just focus for you. There you go. But we're moving on. I think you've gained some kind of clarity. You realize that the cycles have been closed out here. Again, you've learned a lot in this wheel's energy, because it is all about, spiritual growth. There was a spiritual purpose for all the things that you might have been through. But it's time to move on. Here is what this is saying to me. We're moving on to things that just are a lot more meaningful, that give you some kind of depth, that are gonna light you up, that are just gonna make you feel much better inside here. If I can get this card picked up for you. Kind of struggling here just a little bit, guys. I know you're struggling. It's probably because of this justice energy here. You normally, in this kind of energy, we have decisions that need to be made here, and we struggle and we go back and forth with we probably getting a little bit out of balance. But I'm this kind of taking me in a pile one, but you begin to see the truth of what's really happening here. I always like the justice energy, because you gain so much insight, and I think it is through the help of your friends. Maybe it is through many of the beautiful readers that we have here on YouTube. You probably are watching a lot of us deliver messages to you here in this energy, and you're kind of gaining the insight that you need. But again, you're seeing beyond the surface of what's really happening here, and you start to get honest about it. You're like, I just want to do what's right for me. I want the truth, but I have decisions I have to make, and I think you just like, this is the decision I'm gonna make, and this is a heavier kind of decision, in that wheel's energy. It's like you're the one who closes this out. Okay, you close this out. You move on to perhaps that job you're wanting, like I said, a better person. Maybe it is there are some friends that you have to, end that friendship with, or something like this. Maybe you realize through your spiritual growth that people are lower vibrational than you, and they're toxic, and they kind of weigh you down, and it kind of hurts to close the doors on these people. But you push through, you push past that, and you realize, I have to do what's right for me. And I heard with children, some of you have children, so I have to do what's right with me and my children is what's coming up through here. Okay. I don't necessarily feel in this energy. What I'm really gathering here is that you find, we talk about that Knight of Cups, like that knight in shining armor, that romantic person, but I also feel like this is you finding your inner beauty. I have to be honest with you. You're finding that beautiful light inside of you because of the chapters that you have closed out and you moving away. And I think the farther you get away from this kind of energy, the more light you see within yourself here, even though that this was a tricky kind of decision you had to make. But I think in this energy, you rip it off like a band-aid, because you're like, I've been holding, I've been waiting, I've been asking my angels, my spirit guides to give me a sign. You've seen the signs, and you're just so tired. You know what? I just give up. I rip it off, and I make a decision here, and you move on. You move on to something that means something here, okay? A lot of emotions coming through with this energy, guys. And it is very possible that, you find yourself back in some kind of emotional balance here. This is what I'm gathering. There's a lot of emotional balance. I'm getting more of that in this card. There's a lot of water in that card. We've got some cups in my hands here. But I think, like, you just find yourself in a position where you're like, I just want to be happy again. I want to be with the right kind of person here. I want my knight in shining armor. I want to feel sexy and beautiful again. And this kind of energy is what's coming through, you know? And I know you're tired. I know you're tired. Your spirit guides have been like really calling out to you saying, listen, you got this. You got this. You hear us very clearly, they're saying. You're very intuitive in this energy, and they're saying, you hear us. You hear us. But you're the one who has to make that decision. You're the one who has to put one foot in front of the other. Whether this was about a person or making that move, because we have movement in the 9. We have the movement in this 8 of cups. But you're the one who has to make the moves, okay? Now, once in a while, we make a decision, and we don't really have to put in a whole lot of work, right? And then things just kind of fall into our lap. But that's not always the case. Most of us think manifesting things into our life things are just gonna plop into our laps, and that's not the case. Sometimes we get lucky, things just show up, and we weren't really expecting them to show up. We were figuring, well, things are just we're gonna have to put in so much amount of work into this, but but there is gonna have to be some kind of effort into what you decide here, okay? Now, if there are other dreams or goals or aspirations that you had, and you're becoming more and more mentally exhausted over this, you know, maybe this is a good time to kind of take a step back and just kind of go within and listen to yourself. You know, give yourself a little bit of a break here, okay? But once you make your decision, you gotta put one foot in front of the other in order to make this happen here, okay? I really get the feeling that this is an energy that can go in many different directions, okay? I just heard over my shoulder, some of you are wanting to move closer to friends and family. That's another thing. Some of this, I want to move back home. I want to be closer to my mom and dad, something like that too, okay? But nonetheless, no matter what you decide, it is the right decision. I feel some of you guys are just having a hard time as to what decision has to be made here. But you know that you're gonna have to let something go in order to move, okay? In order, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, okay? So if some of you guys are still holding this door open, it's time to close that out, make your decisions, and put in the work, and just go for it, okay? Because this is ending up very, very beautifully, okay? This is ending up in a space that is gonna just bring you back to life, I feel, okay? Like I said, your emotional state of mind is really what's, you know, the most important thing here, okay? That's really the gist of what I'm gathering here. This is more about your mental, emotional state of mind. It's bringing things back into balance. It's taking you to a place where you're just gonna become you again. You know that movie, like how Stella got her groove back? It's one of those kind of movies, or the one of those kind of feelings coming through here. But it's gonna. We normally talk about, you know, social events, you know, too. I think that because that's what's coming through in letting your friends help you, is that maybe you take a little bit of a mental break and spend some time with your friends and kind of kicking around the ideas that you have in your head with your friends. Your friends are really good observers because they are definitely on the outside looking in, especially when it comes to like romantic relationships, because your friends are detached from your person that's on your mind romantically, so they're going to be a little more honest. you know, if you were to talk to your friends about perhaps this a karmic person that you've been involved with, they're going to be like, no, he doesn't return your text messages, or he doesn't call you back, or he's not really interested, and maybe he's just not available, emotionally available, or we don't have time for that, you know? So your friends are going to be super duper honest when it comes to anything in your life. Your friends are going to say, you know, you don't look that cute in that dress. I mean, they're going to be bold, they're going to be honest. And this is what we need. We need this honesty in our circle. Um, but I think what the next couple of days are going to show you is that maybe you do need to lean on your friends a little bit. Get some outside perspective into this, okay? Um, you're gonna start to. I really think. I really think you're going to start falling back into love with yourself. Okay. I'm getting that more than you walking into your knight in shining armor. I think this is more about, you know, wanting that charming, sexy, handsome individual back into your life. But I just feel like this is more about you falling back into love with yourself, falling back in love with ideas that you have for your life, that vision that you had for your life. You know what I mean? Um, Instead of getting exhausted and tired about it, I think that once you get that clarity that you've been looking for, you just go for it. You do the work, you do what it takes to get you to where you want to be. If it is packing up your car with your personal belongings and getting back home, or getting back to a place where you want to be, maybe it is along the ocean, because I am picking up some ocean vibes off of that. Maybe it is that you just want to cut loose and go crazy, maybe move to California and become an actress or a model or something like that, um, because you find your inner beauty. That's not normally the feeling that you get from that night, but it's you and your inner beauty in this energy. So listen, the next couple of days, be brave is what I'm saying. Be brave. Move, because the direction that you're moving into is going to be beneficial for you, beneficial for your emotions, beneficial for you mentally. Okay. And I hear um, that salt air, like you're taking in the salty air. Maybe it is that you're going um, to the beach or something like that. But just remember, just remember one thing that is really shining through in this energy. What you have been through back here was for a purpose. What you have been through back here is for your, it was for your spiritual growth. Even though it made you tired, very overwhelmed, something like that here. Um, but you're so supported, okay? You're so um, you're so loved and guided by the universe here. So when you do really come to that conclusion and make that decision, it's gonna feel right. It's gonna feel right is what I'm hearing, okay? So be brave. Be brave, be bold. Know that you are loved and supported, definitely by friends and family, of course, God and your angels, okay? All right, so I love you bunches. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know in the comments below how this is tying in. And let me know if you're booking a flight somewhere. I probably will book one with you. I'm ready for the beach life too, okay? Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. What can we expect in the next 10 days in life and love? Really, really cool, because pile number 2 got the no card. You guys got the yes card. That's interesting. And I have not seen the soulmates card come out in such a long time. I was like, did I lose that card? No, but here it is. Awesome. Okay, so I gotta take you into this card first, okay? Because I feel This is such an appropriate card. Coming out of the holidays, I feel like, oh, financial losses. We're recovering in a financial kind of way. Maybe it is because we wanted to put on the best Christmas for our kids or something like that here. Um, but here's the thing. This could also tie into, a romantic relationship. I have that suspicion that it's tying into that. I also have a feeling that this is tying into possibly switching out a job, a career, or something like this. Or this is tying into your life's purpose, definitely into your health or some kind of charity work too, okay? But, I would expect things to start shifting here in a big way, okay? We're talking about abundance, not only in this card, but we're also seeing abundance coming through this Three of Wands, okay? Three of Wands, we're all about the abundance. Things are going to start looking a heck of a lot better for you, okay? And what gets me excited when I see this, the Three of Wands, is more of like, this isn't going to be short-term happiness. This is long-term, long-term happiness, okay? We're not dealing with any short-term goals. We're not dealing with any short-term happiness. We're looking at things from now until you're old, okay? That's the feeling that I'm getting. Now, if this is going into somewhere where you were wanting to switch out a career, switch out a job, looking for a new job here, something like that tying in here, I would expect that to kind of start picking up for you too. So if you have put in an application somewhere, or I just heard you put an application on a house, I would start to see things picking up in that area too. Now, with two abundance cards sitting out here, I would expect everything in your life to start getting a heck of a lot better, okay? And I can really feel the heaviness off of this loss and recovery card. Now, I can tell it's been kind of difficult. This the healer guides card is really about the loss of somebody somebody significant, but more tying into the crossing over of somebody, okay? But this can be looked at as in many different ways. Maybe it was the loss of I just heard a friend, which is very weird. Maybe you're having trouble with friends or just family or something like that. It could be the loss of anything. Maybe it was the loss of a job. But whatever you have lost here, you have moved through a time of recovery with the help of your spirit guides here, okay? And now that this is in this hand, I'm really feeling the physical loss of somebody that has crossed over here, okay? I'm really drawn into the fact that this was a very sad time, and it is sad because it was so close to the holidays, I think, okay? Well, okay, so, but in the moment, you may not be feeling like things are gonna happen. Things are not gonna change. Things are not going to, I'm never gonna have my wishes come true. Nothing is ever gonna change in my life, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever is going on in your life, you can expect to see things a whole lot different, okay? A whole lot different. The reason why that's coming up for me, I feel, is because in this the children, my goodness, why am I having trouble speaking? This children's energy, there are some childhood wounds that you still kind of might feel like you're not good enough. You're never going to get what you want in life. You're never going to achieve your goals. But I think that in some of this energy too, you have come to the realization that you have to start being nicer to yourself. You have to start being nicer as to what you say to yourself, and that you are deserving of anything in your life, this to me is, in this recovery energy, is more of like recovering from some childhood woundings here, beyond what you have lost too, okay? But this is how I'm feeling for you. I feel like a lot of your concerns about what you have been experiencing, what you have been living through, are going to be a thing of the past very, 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 very soon, okay? The universe is promising you that things are going to start to get better. You're going to start to come back into that good feeling, that good vibe of like just everything is going your way again. This is about your inner happiness when we're in the upright position, okay? It's important though not to get so hung up on the material or the physical reality that you're sitting in here, okay? Don't get so caught up in that. Just stay a little more focused on your inner happiness too, okay? And remember, this was a time that might have slowed you down, but there was a reason for this energy being slowed down just a little bit here, and it was to really get you lined up in a better position where this is going to feel better for you long term, okay? Like I said, and I said this in Power One, we have got to get out of this this vibration of just wanting that immediate short-term happiness. If we always align with that immediate happiness, that we suffer long term. But if we're patient and we let the universe work its magic, let things unfold naturally, we align ourselves in a long-term happy kind of way here, okay? Like I said, you don't want to be in a position where somebody just comes along and wants to play games with you, or you don't want to take a job that is not going to pay you according to, your skill set and stuff like this here. You don't want this. You want the best of the best, and even if it does take a little bit of time, it's gonna make its way to you here. So in the next couple of days, I feel a couple different things, because I just this kind of energy tying into this to me, I just feel like you're about to start feeling good again. You're gonna start feeling good again, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if you do run into a soulmate, okay? Now I'm taking this soulmate's energy just a little bit farther today, because this is what I'm feeling. But our soulmates can show up in various different forms, through friends, through family, through co-workers. Soulmates are usually like people that we instantly connect with, and they seem to just kind of give us hope and strength, and we feel like we've known them forever. Sometimes we start completing each other's sentences, if that might resonate with you. But I just feel like there's somebody about to come into your path here that is going to give you a bit of a spark of hope here, okay? Somebody that's gonna I feel like they're determined. They're determined to help you in a new career, perhaps, or they're determined to be with you, and they're gonna really show you that they're interested, and no more games of the past here, and very balanced and equal give and take here. If my camera would stop unfocusing, you can see these pretty little pictures. But I feel like in the next couple of days, you are about to become and be shown a more balanced energy. I just really feel like things are about to start really balancing out here for you. I wouldn't be surprised in this the Six of Pentacles. We sometimes talk about receiving money from somebody, like through a loan or a gift of money. Sometimes we say that. And sometimes there are just new career opportunities that come along in the Six of Pentacles. Um, but there's a door that is about to open up to you here. And it's going to, again, like I said, it's going to sustain you. Sorry. For the long term. This is going to be beneficial for you in the long term. It's going to keep you up and running. It's going to keep you, and again, if there are children involved in this energy, it's going to help you take better care of your children, provide for your children a little bit better here. As I touch that card, I hear new shoes. There's your child, somebody's child in here needs a new pair of new shoes, and you're like, I don't know where the money's going to come from to get this. You know, again, we're talking about balancing your priorities here. I feel like you're gonna find somebody is gonna offer you some information in this energy that is just, it's gonna push you into the right direction. That's how I'm feeling. And I feel like you're about to feel a lot more motivated, a lot more determined, a lot more successful. And I feel like a sense of stagnation is over here. It's over. Like, this is really just coming back into balance, and then we're moving and moving, okay? But we're moving in a more balanced kind of way, okay? We're not the feeling that I was getting was like that feeling of moving with so much, that feeling of being afraid to move forward, because you don't know what's around the corner, you don't know where the money's going to come from, or you don't know who's next. Is this going to be another joker, another player, another, you know, am I still going to carry the concerns from the past? No, I don't think so. Again, I just really get the feeling that you are about to be walking into something that just feels so much better than the way it's been, okay? Now, if this is about a physical loss, a funeral, somebody crossing over to the other side, you know, just understand that you are connected with this person on a soul level, okay? I know this hurt, but you have, and maybe this is part of the resistance that I'm picking up here, that maybe you don't feel like you should move forward, because like you don't deserve to be here and this person does. But I'm telling you right now that you are connected with this person on a soul level. Oh my gosh, I just heard something. I'm not going to repeat it though. Okay. I just need to remind you that you are connected with this person still. Even though they're not physically here anymore, you're still connected. But this person doesn't want you to be concerned. This person wants you to move and continue to be happy. Continue to, you know, it's like you sacrifice, you pull back on anything you want in life now because you don't feel like it's fair. But just, I want you to know that it is fair. It is fair, and you need to get back into being happy here, okay? Yeah, that one little piece, I am not gonna repeat that because that was too much for me. I don't need you guys crying in the comments. Oh my gosh. Anyways, a lot has been said here, guys. But the bigger picture here is that no matter what you've been through, you're moving. You're moving in a better direction here. Take a deep breath here in this energy because I'm really tight in my chest. I can barely speak. I can barely get words out of my mouth here. So just breathe, okay? Full steam ahead with confidence. Get out of this lack mindset, okay? You can't go wrong. When the universe is shouting at, yes, come on, you got this. We have abundance. I have abundance for you. I have things waiting for you, but you have to look at money. There's a lot of money in this, okay? but I want to give back to you in a sense. Okay, so if you were thinking about getting a loan here, or you were trying to pay off some kind of loan here, I would expect the money to be there. Okay, if you're wanting to just do something, I would just expect the money to show up in the next couple of days. If you've been waiting on this money, you know, again, with Christmas, I'm sure that's drained everybody. So if you did have to take out some kind of loan, it's gonna go through, is what this is showing to me too. Um, but we have to get, because you came out in reverse in this Nine of Waters, but you're just so overly concerned about the outcome. Okay, I don't want you to carry this any longer. So come out of this reading in the Nine of Cups upright, where all your concerns and everything surrounding this energy, it just you don't carry this concern anymore. Okay, just take a deep breath for me. Okay, full steam ahead. This is progression in the right direction. You're returning back into some kind of, that passionate feeling. This is progress in the right direction. Okay, especially sitting next to the Chariot. Okay. All right, so let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, or what's been going on in this situation. If you have lost somebody, I do apologize. First of all, I apologize about the noise behind me, but I am sending you lots of love and light in regards to your loss. But make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I love you guys bunches. I will see you next time.